And we're live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the campaign that I've called Lost Landscapes of Exaldria. Well, guys, what happened last time? Justin, why don't you start?
We fought zombies. I was able to sneak around. Uh, my companion was not. He lured almost all of them. Actually, I believe all of them. If I remember my health at the time, I almost died, and we leveled up.
Yeah, you guys are level 5 now. What else happened, Henry?
I found a dog.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you have Sprinkles the water puppy,
I forgot about
which,
that.
as one of you knows, is a water elemental.
Yay.
And lastly, Aaron, what else happened?
We killed all the zombies, made a lot of noise,
Yeah, that
Yes,
also
and
happened.
then took a nap.
Did I
Yeah.
cast Thunder Wave?
Oops. Oh.
No, but Dan kicked down the door, and that alerted pretty much a good part of zombies. But fortunately for you guys, they all seem to move away from where you are currently. They've started to gather en masse somewhere else, to the west of you. So you're in the library and you're taking a long rest in your magical hut. C, or who is taking watches first? Oh, nice. I mean, you could leave Sprinkles to take watch because he doesn't really need to sleep.
I thought we were in a.
If we're in a hut, I'll just sleep.
Yeah, I thought we were in a hut.
Yeah. Let me just check something on the hut.
I'm not worried about being surrounded.
Spell fails if the area includes a large creature. There's none of us are large, right?
No.
Not in dog
No,
form.
Sprinkles isn't dog form.
Okay, so he's fine. We're fine as long as no one leaves the hut.
Then they
All
can't
right.
get back in. Hopefully, no one has to pee.
Well, I mean, they can leave the hut, but as long as you don't make any noises when you leave.
Oh, you could cast this as a ritual.
Yep.
That's convenient.
Yep.
It's 10-foot around radius and above you. So, I mean,
It's not. It's. I mean, it can fit 9 people. It's not.
Well,
it can fit 8 people comfortably.
Yeah.
I think.
yeah, a 10-foot radius is what, 20 by 20,
Yeah. So,
or
Mhm.
20-foot diameter. So
Yeah.
we're still probably closer than I'd like, but
look,
I don't take up that much room.
Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
We don't. We understand. We don't like each other yet, but we need to be.
You all
here.
have your own corners, and then
Oh yeah,
Sprinkles
of
is
course.
undecided of where he should go and sit and cuddle.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Actually, I mean, okay. So you take an unrestful sleep because you are in a for you guys, it's basically a war zone, of where there is danger around. You know there's danger around, but you feel comfortably enough in the magic's ability to keep you safe.
yeah, I'm used to being in dangerous places.
Yeah, especially you are used to it. See, as you drift off to sleep and darkness begins to fall over your eyes, and you're in this blackish void around you, drifting aimlessly, when a voice reaches out to you, a familiar voice you've heard before. So, you have found the island. Good. With any luck, you will be able to reach the power and control it. But be careful. And it starts to circle around you. If you don't know how, it will burn you up before you have the chance to use it correctly. and that will be a waste.
Power's in my blood. No concern about that. Though, if you have any hints on where it's located, that would save me some time.
Go to where go to where memories are stored. It seems Puppy might know the way. Don't disappoint. I placed my faith in you. And it fades away, leaving with you with probably indifferent feeling, a bit of excitement.
Yeah, I got information. I'm happy.
And it's not really restless. It's just black for you. You have a dreamless sleep other than that. Okay. Avukas.
Yes.
What do you think you dream? What do you think you dream about?
I dream about the last uh, uh, barmaid I met in the last city before here. Dream about nice comfy bed. Oh yeah, I also dream about getting off this goddamn Forsaken Island.
About yeah, of giving off this island because this does not behoove to you, really. The constant danger you're used to.
I mean, I've been in
fooling
prison
people.
before, but
Yeah.
this I don't like.
Did you escape from prison or did you serve your sentence?
I served my sentence. I might have left a day or two earlier than I was supposed to, but that was on the kindness of a very, very generous god.
Generous guard.
Yes.
So, tell me about the town you were in when you got. What was your crime that you spent in prison for?
Oh, I wouldn't call it a crime. I mean, you swindle a couple of gold coins from a person who seems to not be using it in the correct way. I, may have took from somewhere I should not have taken from.
Okay. Did you have a partner in crime when you did that?
Oh, I did. He was unfortunately didn't have the same sentence as me.
Hmm. Yeah, that sounds right. Um, I think that Hamut, your partner, is not particularly pleased with you.
Oh, he might be dead at this point. I don't care.
You remember Hamut? You remember the day you met him, and he actually stole from you first. And you caught up with him in an alley afterwards and said, "Give him back my purse" and all that. He was like, you remember him as not really, not very muscly, more lean, and dexterous, and uh, he had kind of a skittish nature to him, and he more than you encouraged to do more crimes, to steal more, get more money. Um, but he was okay company time to time, wasn't he?
Uh, mm, you know, he taught me a lot. He also taught me to not don't trust everyone. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And I thank him for that. Can he rot in the jail that he's in? Of course. But I respect him and I I thank him for all the knowledge he gave me.
Yeah. But you heard from Hamut. You heard about a connection he had, to like-minded people. He said to you, "I think I would like you to meet them. Augas, you should meet them. Come greet their hand.
Mm, no,
I'm not saying you should kiss the ring, of course not, But it will behoove you to have friends."
I mean, I have plenty of friends. Ask any barmaid in this town. I have plenty of friends.
I know there's not a barber in town you haven't screwed out of the money and the opportunity.
Screw is such a harsh word. I have alleviated.
Would you say person loved?
I would say I have alleviated monies or funds they were not using.
All is well that ends well, But you should come meet them. Still,
I'll think about it.
if you change your mind, and he whispers into your ear after looking around from side to side, go to the Flower Inn. Ask for a milk drink. And say you have more to give. And the hand will meet you. The kind of running through a memory again of your time spent in the town, which name insert. Damn it.
The name of the town is insert name here. It's a lovely town. You really have to meet the town mayor. Insert name here.
Okay. Town. Wait, no, I actually did write down names of towns on another map. Didn't I?
Yeah, Bree. Or the Shire.
The Shire.
The town of Elfon. Elfon.
Elfon, yeah. The Shire. Oh, those
Actually,
wonderful days.
That's the capital city of the Swantrack Kingdom. Swantrack Kingdom.
Okay.
Even though that's not the Middle Eastern region of the map. Ah, well. Okay, and it's not particularly restless sleep for you or restless dreams for you. It's kind of comforting in a sense, to know where you come from and reliving those good moments with your friend or partner in crime. Pierre.
Yep.
You hear your father's voice in your head as you drift off to sleep.
What does he say?
Laddie, what did I tell you about our name? You're a blood axe. We use blood axes, not fancy magic.
Well, perhaps I prefer burning things than cutting them in half.
He might not use the axe, but he's just as dangerous.
As you hear those words, the memory becomes clear. It's you and your childhood home, near the harbor. and he's basically giving you a lecture, and that's the last conversation you have with your father before you leave, and don't come back to meet him.
Yeah, which one I'm haunted by is... Oh, yep, it's my father. Okay, father, what do you want this time?
What I want is for you to take over my business, laddie. You know it.
I'm already taking over the business.
I
I'm just expanding it.
And I want you to keep the traditions alive, laddie. You can't just...
There's no
My
profits.
father-
There's no profits in that area anymore.
We're a spice company, and we will remain a spice company.
We are a spice company. I'm just saying there's no more profits to that region anymore. There's no point.
Their region has merit, and you know it.
Oh god.
It has no more merit. They've lost most of their wealth. It's time to expand to other places.
Well, and I just want to make the point clear. This is not the ghost of your father. It is just a memory you're having of your living.
This just seems like a normal dwarven
The argument,
conversation.
it gets more and more heated, and I think at some point you just slam the door shut behind you and storm off onto the next ship, and here you are. And
An argument about profit margins.
I mean, it's the most dwarven thing that you can get to. I mean, wow.
And where to send trade to.
I mean, it's so real
also,
for a dwarf. Yeah.
Also using a plot axe instead of using an axe instead of a magic.
Oh, I do have an axe.
Have you ever swung it though?
Do you even remember how to swing it?
But again, I prefer to burn many things at once.
I don't know where I went wrong in raising you.
You gave him a book. That's what you went wrong.
Where you went wrong, I think I did quite well for myself. I'm expanding the business. I'm gaining notoriety with the local Mages Guild, and I've even taken up some brewery. Wait, no, smithing. Yep. Actually, I'll go with brewing.
Well, the argument gets more and more heated, and you storm off. And I want to make it clear that this was in the past, not now. So, okay, just to be clear, that it was a memory.
Memories.
So it wasn't my actual grandfather talking to me right now.
I mean, if your grandfather's talking to you right now, there's two things.
Well,
that
I am
might
technically being haunted by the ghost of my father.
Yes, and it will come up later. But this was just a memory of it, of you seeing him, and like him, like you left without even saying goodbye to him. It was like this heated argument that just.
Well, that's how dwarves say goodbye.
Yeah.
Not in this world.
In a major argument and storming out.
And Sprinkles, he has a nice dream too. It's basically just. But after 8 hours are gone, you guys wake up.
Right, I get rid of my hut. It's gone.
You immediately get like your stones of fast speech are tinkling. And hear Jake's voice. Word. All right, guys, it's time for you to pick up the pick up the stones. I mean, really.
Oh, I forgot. You guys are still alive. How are you doing?
With We're doing fine over here.
Oh, that's great. You're not fighting zombies, are you?
Stop that. No, we had some small skirmishes, but we fought them off.
Oh, that's just great. That's great. We're an entire city full of them. So if we don't answer, it might be because we're a little busy doing that
Or dead.
or dead.
Well, that would be unfortunate.
Yes, it would.
Both. Look, Patricia's been talking a little to a little with Silvera, and she's informed me that if you could find like the visual component she needs of like a huge ass diamond worth 500 gold and some polished pearl there, because then we can like get Patricia's arm back.
Well,
Which would be-
we'll look at the nearest jewelry store and see if they have one.
Right. Okay. Okay. So you're saying it's for zombies?
Yes, it's full of zombies.
Where are you? Where are you right now?
It's some city down the river. Artemis.
Yeah, but where in the city?
Probably. And I look around.
Library.
The library. It looks like there's a bunch of books on shelves, so I'm guessing
It's
the
a
library.
great place to be, actually, if you want to know the history of a place.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I wasn't thinking
Maybe
about that.
find some cards, cartography of the, the island we are currently on.
That's true. That's true. We will probably do that. Let's just make sure we're not getting killed before we do that.
I mean, are you currently surrounded?
Oh, we were about 8 hours ago.
Well, then you're probably going to be
Technically-
fine. So,
Depending on how far you consider the radius, we would be surrounded.
Oh, we're always surrounded. Let's be honest. Well, I'm gonna just hang up and just search around for anything.
okay. What are you looking for in particular?
Maps, books about this place, royalty history books.
Okay, you do indeed find some books about this place, and you do also find some maps about this place. Let me just see. So I'm going to reveal areas on the map that you now have access to on the other map.
All right, you're gonna have to also bring us to that map
So you-
as well.
Yeah, I know. Now you can look at my glorious work.
Yay!
Also ruins. And you see, this is marked the white. The yellow here is marked off as farmland, and this spot up there actually doesn't exist on the map. Sorry.
That's fine.
Oh no, wait. Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense. It exists there, but there's only just a mountain range up there.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So I'm just gonna make this box here, so you don't know really.
Here's the map. Everything's there except for that. That's not there. Everything's here. Don't look at that.
I wonder what
Yeah.
could be in that suspicious empty space.
I know, it's just so empty. But he says there's nothing there. Nothing in this spot right here.
It's just a mountain range you saw in the first session.
Yeah, there we go. That's exactly it. This spot right
we want to
here.
add to the mountain range, so
Yeah, there
So-
we go.
Okay, so
Is everyone
about
looking at books?
I mean, well, looking for information about this area, maps. I found one. It looks like this is a giant island.
I'll leave you guys your nerd stuff.
It's not no stuff. It's
I-
alright.
I'm going to excuse myself. I thought I heard something. I'm going to go check it out.
Yes. I will go with you. Hold on.
No, I'm good. You keep looking at books.
No.
I've got the I've got the message thing. I could.
Okay. All right. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Help me over here with these books, since you are this down near the
What
top.
languages do you guys speak?
Let's see. I speak Elvish,
Hold on.
Sylvan, Common. That's it.
What's your intelligence score?
My intelligence score is a 13.
So you know how to read.
Yes.
um, it's not a tough read to go through his books. What you're able to clean from it, from the information you gather from there, is that it talks about the first book you find is a brief history of what they call the suppressing or the bad ages for other people, where they talk about being enslaved to the Marid. They talk about the underwater palaces they had to mine the pearls for. They talk about um, being under basically a dictatorship and having close to no
Okay.
religious or otherwise freedom, being subservient, and it's talking very badly about the Marid. But also there's also a sense of culture in it, in the sense that they had arts that were made for the Marid, but there were still underground scenes of making art for other people and trying to make life more comfortable for themselves under this rule. It talks about an event they were planning to do of various there were actually various uprisings against the Marid, but each time that they struck down hard against them, and the planning failed, and plenty of them were killed. It basically talks about how this place here on the map is full of like graves here, and that's why there's no trees there anymore. It's then mentions a few names which I haven't written down, but I will find up on the spot later. Who basically instigated the third and last rebellion for them, which led to they could only do so after they made what they call the discovery of discovery of not really a lifetime, but so discovery sounds stupid. They made the discovery of a century, basically, where they were able to build more power than ever before. And with that, they took their whole island from the plane of water and transported it here. This whole island used to be in the plane of water.
Oh.
It's described as a joyous day that they marked each year to hold a festival in their freedom. And that's where the story ends. What?
Oh, interesting.
You also find some research notes about well, no, you wouldn't. No, yes, you find it there. Basically, all the rivers you see, they connect to a nexus in the middle of the city, where the palace is, which used to be what you read to be the former Marid palace, where they had their emissaries up there to control them, because Marid society has the lower, they live underwater, so that their palace would actually be directly beneath this place and point. It talks about how in order to transport the island, they had to first make uh, the rivers align with the ley lines of Earth, of the primordial plane. So those rivers you see here actually off ley lines of a point, and they then made a ritual to the one of the two moon goddesses of this world, Luna, which is the bigger of the two moons. She's also make a religion check.
Religion. Let's see. What I know my religion. That's 11.
11. You know that she's the bigger of the two moons, and that she's also has a different name called Birth. The other moon also has a name and has something else named, but you can't really recall it at this moment. Henry, you know it's Luna and Moona. And one is
Wait,
for
did you say Luna and Moona?
Yeah. Guess I'm stupid.
I mean,
Luna is the bigger of the two moons, and Moona was the smaller of the two. But where Luna stands for, has a second name of being called birthing, and Moona has the other name of waning. Philosophically attached to one is renewal, other is destruction, or ending of something. So when it passes over the two moons, there is a festival being held, where basically people are celebrating the ending of a phase, of a period of their life with that ritual. Anyway, they made a new ritual tied to the cycle of the moons, of the one moon at least. That when they align to form a blood moon, was together with Mars. That's when, at that magical moment, with the newfound power, they tied the island to the primordial plane with the ley lines, and then tied that to the cycle of the moons. Meaning that as long as until the next blood moon happens, the island stays on the primordial plane, and when it happens again, it goes back, and so forth. It's a disappearing and reappearing island in that regard, like an ebb and flow. You also find out that there were some concerns about basically picking the right spot on the primordial plane, because where they picked, there was not enough high land to support what they could bring over. So there's basically a lot of columns after like 150 feet of earth. There's these huge ass stone columns that go all the way down towards the actually bottom of the sea to keep it afloat, keep it up.
Damn.
That's what you learn. C, do you want to roll a stealth check to see how you can sneak by them unawares?
Nope, I am literally just stepping out of the room and casting Find Steed, and
Okay.
coming back into the room 12 minutes later with a skeletal horse.
So I feel like we're reading all these books, and I hear someone coming to the side like, "Oh, it must be Z." Oh, Z, you're back, and I see the skeleton horse. I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting."
Yes, she's friendly.
It sounds like a motorcycle because it's a skeleton horse.
Oh, you
Her
say
name is Maribel.
that's a wonderful name. You say it's friendly.
Yes.
Did you find some stables or something?
I don't think you can find that horse in a stable.
It was just kind of wandering around. I don't know if it realizes it's undead.
Oh,
It was trying to eat some like grass.
really?
Okay, I've made a character sheet before, Maribel, if you can find a token and
Yep.
Yeah,
and you have your stats for her, so you can just fill it out for her.
Oh,
Yep, I can do that.
see, we have found that this island actually is from the plane of water.
Yeah. That would explain why it's so damp.
And Sparky as well. Not Sparky, Sprinkles. Is it Sprinkle?
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles. It's Sprinkles as well.
Sparky is from the plane of air.
Now, it says it stays on this material plane until the next blood moon. Did I find any records saying when that was going to be?
Or do we just know when it's going to be?
Actually, it's not there. It's not in that place you can find that out. There isn't. No, there is a recording of like what there would be some recordings of times it had occurred earlier, but looking at the different dates listed, you don't really see mathematical correlation yet.
That's fine.
So it's random. It isn't like every 6 months or whatever.
No, it's more. It's less. It's more rare than that.
Is it more something like a lunar eclipse?
What?
A lunar eclipse.
Is it something like a lunar eclipse?
Lunar eclipse happens every year.
It's like a lunar eclipse.
Like could it be calculated when the next one is?
Yeah, roll me an intelligence check. It's probably a DC 18.
Damn it.
I mean, you're a wizard. It's kind of disappointing. It's a bunch of numbers.
Look, all we know is that this.
I rolled low.
Yes. All we know this island has a finite time. It's on this plane. Also, we might want to head towards the castle next.
The castle, you say?
Yes, it seems that these rivers are coming out from the nexus from the castle. There could be something interesting there.
I have actually heard a tip. Maybe I'll talk. Well, I don't speak the same language as Sprinkle.
Sprinkle, can you roll me an Arcana check?
Arcana?
If you have a trained.
Don't.
I'll just roll a Wisdom check then.
Probably only the wizard who has this trained. But
that is insanely good considering. I've got -2 wisdom.
Yeah.
but
it's not enough to see. You know, it looks like a dog. It's made out of water. It's probably in water elemental, but you don't really know what water elementals speak.
If it's water elementals, this is player knowledge. If it's water elementals, they speak. Is it Aquan?
Yeah,
I know what they speak. They speak.
Yeah,
Aquan,
I know. Yeah, but my player wouldn't know that because.
Yeah. Well, either way.
Also, Theo, 5e doesn't really do trained skills. Anyone can roll anything.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's a pretty much an only Pathfinder thing. Just some people are better at some skills than others.
I think 3.5 did it, but only for use magic device. And like specific class skills, like I think there was some rogue specific skills and stuff.
Yeah.
I am gonna go up to Sprinkles though, and kind of whisper to him. I'm like, I'm looking for where memories are stored. Do you know what direction that would be?
It nods his head.
Oh, can you point the direction?
And shakes his head.
How do you know nods me yes and shakes me no? It could decidedly be the opposite.
Look, a lot of stuff is weird on this island. Let's just say that nods are yes and shakes are no. It's easier for me.
Well, do you go to actually see when you went outside of the door, you can still see there's troves of zombies moving west.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Or
so
no, yeah.
so you said hordes of zombies or droves of
Droves.
zombies?
Groves.
Okay.
So not the horde
Actually,
yet.
speaking of which, do you guys have a map of the city?
I believe we did
Were you able to find one?
I believe we did find one.
Great. I
Okay.
will take that and try to get the puppy to point. I'm like, do you know where memories are stored?
The crooks his head to the side.
Can you poke the map anywhere?
It
Poop.
puts its snout on a place and it gets really wet.
Be careful. We don't want to destroy that.
It's you realize. Okay, I'm just gonna put the map on Roll20, so you guys can see it. Because I mean, I'm not that embarrassed about it anymore, so I can just show you. It happens. Like, how can I do that again? What was it? Just have to go where it is. Open map running. I really. Ah. Oh. Whoop. Uploading. Da. Okay, it isn't that bad. Now I just gotta make sure you don't see everything.
That's what she said.
She always says that. It's kind of getting annoying at this point. That's what she said. That's what he said. Think of you.
Okay, I got to reveal areas. Okay, that should do it. And
Boom.
oh, done that. That's what you see.
Is that the city, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure. So where would we be right now?
You are at the triangle.
Okay, there's two triangles. Which one?
The
triangle?
equilateral or the right triangle?
That
Do you
one.
mean
Okay.
the
Who is
correct
pinging it
triangle?
because there's
Yeah,
three
we're at this
purple.
triangle over here. Okay.
And what he made wet was this triangle over there.
Really?
Okay. So the same directions that the zombies are
And the
heading.
castle is here.
No, the zombies are heading in the western
said
direction from where you
west.
are.
So wouldn't that be in the same direction?
Technically?
Yeah. Sure. It's like southwest here to west. Yeah, we're fine.
They're going this direction. Yeah.
Also to
So,
the center.
so if we want to go to that direction, I can help out. I can cast invisibility on one other person. Pierre, do you have any other way to mask yourself?
I have invisibility also.
Oh, that's great. So what we'll do is I will cast invisibility, and for me and Zine, we'll head out that way.
I realize he's being quiet, but don't we need to?
Why don't we just avoid the zombies as we...
Preston?
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was here.
Why don't we just avoid the zombies how we have been?
By
Stealth?
stabbing them?
Stealth? Stab is the word. I think he means more stealth, though.
Oh. I did get a good rest, so I'm feeling good about myself.
Yes, same here.
So we are going invisible.
Well,
I do have a few tricks up my sleeve.
oh, that's good. So how about this? How about do you think your stuff is? If we had to give it a numerical number,
Compared to you guys,
yes,
a 10.
not bad, not bad. So how about this? I will cast the invisibility on me and Preston. You should be fine on your stealth, and Pierre can cast it on himself.
How long does invisibility last?
I have no idea. Hold on,
An hour.
I think it's an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, up to an hour. Yes.
Great.
So is that the plan?
Yeah, then we're gonna meet at the equilateral triangle.
Well, that's where we're at right now.
Or not the equilateral, the right
Well,
triangle.
We can, yeah, we're gonna meet at the right time.
Okay, so are you taking the route that those yellow lines, or are you taking the greener lines or the black lines?
I mean, if we're
Because those are
invisible,
The one that allows us to avoid the most zombies, really.
Probably.
impossible.
Probably
Oh,
yellow.
okay. You leave the library and you are on the steps, invisible and hiding as good as you can.
Well, I mean,
And
invisibility is to give it a +20 on stealth roll. So as long as we don't fuck up real bad, we should be fine.
yeah, so you can roll your stealth checks then.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cast a spell. Preston has it. Invisibility because I'm gonna use that for. I'm gonna use it one level higher.
Pierre has invisibility also, so
Okay, so that means you will be making your stealth checks at an advantage. I'm gonna roll for our lovely Preston.
is it advantage?
By
Or?
the way, Dan isn't here
well,
yet.
things trying to make sight-based perception checks against us just automatically fail.
Yeah, but they do have more than just one sentence. So 19 for Pierre, that's good. 20 for.
Good thing you had advantage.
I'm also going to cast invisibility.
Cool. I need to check something real quick.
And still 20.
4 of them over 17, over 15. That means you get +8. I'm gonna give you a +2 more because you're all invisible, which means the DC is 25 to spot you. And
They technically
considering
have disadvantage.
they also have a -2 to just normal checks. I'm just gonna, it's impossible for them to spot you, but just to,
Unless
to
they
cast,
have to roll a 20, which would basically be one of the zombies accidentally
they got
bumps into
really
us.
close. They got really close to it, but they didn't.
Oh, yeah. Good thing we decided to go with invisibility.
All right, so you move on the yellow. What I marked on the map is the yellow street, which actually, when you look at it now, it's a much wider street than the others you see. There are also all kind of like offshoots of it and a bit smaller, still a whacking size, but this street is a 2 whacking sized street. And you move through zombies because they are also coming from over here towards you and then down. So you move through them to get there. And it's just constantly hearing that sound of and one of them gets really close to you, see, like you would swear that it must have smelled you. It gets really close and it was about to hit you on your shoulder with its own shoulder check you, but then it just took it shambled on one foot and you just managed to duck out of the way of it and move quietly through them. Before you get to the epilateral triangle, you actually come towards this thing. the diamond shape. And it's a statue or statuette. It's more of a monument. It depicts several. It has several moments it depicts of what you already know to be the history of this place, of being under Marid rule, rising up against it, and then the third is them building a new society. So that's also one way you could have found out about that. But and at that place, it's kind of beautiful because they're like these. As a monument, it's kind of halfway a spring also, so there's like water shooting up and splashing onto the statues. You hear some from other water puppies in the spring, who was just kind of lazily sitting there and watching from the waters. There's benches all around the place. You can definitely see that there used to be some kind of maybe some street stands around, but they're disheveled and ruined at this point. There were a beautiful garden area that's just overgrown to a point where it would take a lot of time to fix it. But other than that, it's still in this decrepit state. It has a beauty to it. You just can't say isn't there. Well, yeah. So that's what you see at that point. But you continue to move away from it and towards your goal of what Sprinkles lets you. Actually, Sprinkles also has to make a stealth check, but you pass so well it doesn't really matter at that point.
Well, I'd assume that Sprinkles is not strange. Though I don't know. I mean, it's your world, but that was just my assumption. Is the fact that he hadn't been attacked before. But I guess he was in water before. I don't know.
He wasn't in water before. Well, he can just he's good at running away, but you don't know. When you get to this place he pointed out for you, and there's steps up to it, much like the library, and design-wise, it looks kind of similar because once you know your style, you just don't deviate from it that much. But there's a lot more, more ornate things there, like depictions of symbols, which actually does make some sense to you because there's the depiction of the justice god and depiction of the goddess of Ayun, of knowledge and of learning. So you get a sense that it's a place where they probably had some things that they both research. You get the sense it's probably had. So yeah, there's some information there. The two heavy doors are shut, or the two door pods.
Sure. I don't know a better way to say that.
I mean, the door is shut, but like the door is shut.
There you go.
What do you guys do?
Well,
and as you're saying that, you also see that there's like more zombies coming from from here and moving towards you. So that you have to still, even though you're invisible, and it took you only, well, you're being slow, so it took you, I'm gonna say 40 minutes to get there from where you were.
Well, in fifth, invisibility doesn't break when you interact with an object, so we can open the door and go in.
Yeah, sure. But if you do something that makes noise, I'm gonna have to make you roll stealth checks again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Also, did you dismiss your horse?
That's a good question. I was looking at that.
Because you can dismiss it, but if you yeah, I would allow it to have you brought along with it because it probably fit into the crowd more than you guys did.
It probably would. To be honest, it probably fits in better than any of us.
Yeah,
Mm.
that was kind of the idea.
Oh hey, the doors are shut for you, gentlemen. What do you do?
Hmm. Go around, try to find another way in, or
Is the door locked?
How creaky is the door?
oh,
Like,
Yeah.
does the door look new, or does it look like it was gonna make a ton of noise if you open it?
It looks old. Pretty much everything in the city here looks old.
But is it like
Rotted?
crap?
No.
I'm going to test the door and just kind of pull it a little, just to see if it makes any noise.
It doesn't seem to open. You can kind of spy through the small crack in the middle that there's this heavy wooden banister over it.
Well, that answers that then.
hmm. So try to find another way around. Then
So it would seem.
uh, looking.
Is there any like windows higher up?
Um, hmm. Did ancient Greece have windows?
Ancient Greece.
Yes.
Yeah.
These windows are common throughout the world.
Right. And there are some. Was it in the architecture of the buildings?
Yes.
Like even the Pantheon?
Um,
It's way too late for me to
that
get
I'm
into.
not sure
Oh
about.
yeah, that you actually you do see some windows, like openings, but it doesn't have the glass in it. That's right.
Yes, there would be windows because it would let natural light in because lighting was a pretty big problem with ancient times.
Okay, so we
Mhm.
do see. How high are they? How high up though on the are the windows? Can we
30
like
feet.
30 feet?
How difficult would it be to climb up there?
The other thing.
Do I have grappling hook?
Yeah, what do you guys have?
I have an acrobatics. I'll try acrobatics my way up.
I
I mean,
mean,
I have a way up
you
there, but it's gonna break invis.
no, you don't have to because your boots of levitation are just a magical item.
Yeah, but well, they allow me to cast a spell on myself, which would break invis. Unless you want to rule that they don't, I'll take that.
Hmm.
Mm. I mean, you know, I'm gonna say that you're not casting it; the boots are casting it on you.
Okay.
Because you're just activating the boots to do so.
It is 30 feet up.
Well, in that case, I'll go ahead and activate the boots of
you
levitation.
you click your heels together 3 times and you say the magic phrase. Oh, I was hoping for a joke there, but fine.
That whole thing was its own joke because I was just like, we're just gonna let it go. Um, how how much can you carry when you have the boots activated?
That's a good question.
But you could just take a rope with you. Couldn't? I'm not gonna.
Well,
Solve the problem.
That's what I was saying. We could take a rope. But I was saying if he could just like, what I was gonna say is he
I
levitates
mean, rope
up.
is already a part of your standard equipment, though, so that will technically be moot
Yeah.
because
So
the
I
weight is.
I had an idea that he would levitate up with him and me. I look into a window to see if it was okay, and then we let the rope down so everyone can get the rest. Everyone can get back up.
I could take everyone up one by one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that as well.
Sure. Why
Well,
not?
so here's how. The boots let me cast levitate on me.
Mm-hmm.
However, my steed shares any self buffs I cast.
Ah.
Wait, what? Really?
Wow,
Yeah.
he's pretty damn good.
Let's see. Let me see the exact thing. Yes, while mounted on your steed, you can make any spell that you cast that targets only you also target your steed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So we got there's a fly. Oh god, we have a flying dead horse now.
I mean, it doesn't fly. Levitate's
I
pretty
mean,
limited.
yeah,
I'll go ahead and link the spell.
yeah.
Basically, you can levitate up and down, but
Okay.
you can't go side to side unless you like push off from something.
Okay. Well, if we're doing that, let's do this.
But
You,
the spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds, which would fit the horse,
okay. So
and probably someone else on it.
well, let's do this. We'll do this first. You cast your spell. I'll get on the back. You levitate up so I can look into the window to see if I see anything before we just like go into the window.
Oh, though it's gonna kill my invisibility anyway because it's a concentration.
Yeah. That.
yeah.
But
What? No. Oh, wait. It's a. I mean, no. Yeah. Right.
yeah, visibility is concentration spell. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
It makes a funny image because you basically just we can see C floating up and then down and up and then down.
Yep. But yeah, so we levitate up. I look into. Do I see anything in on the other side of the window?
Sure. Let me just drag you guys over.
Okay.
To the new. That you see this room, and those zombie icons are actually just corpses. I promise. I swear, it's corpses.
Yep. It's fine. It's fine. We'll believe you. They're corpses. They're
You also see.
corpses.
You also see the door down here
Okay.
is. You can see the door banner on it
And where would the window be?
over here.
Okay.
Well, and you're still in Viz, so you can just slip in.
So once I see that, I just like I basically say there's a bunch of corpses on the ground. I'm gonna go check it out real quick. Get Pierre and press it up here. So,
How much? You move 20 feet per round with it, so it's going to take you one round. I mean, but people can jump 1.5 round. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the levitation? Yeah. I was supposed to say that. Yeah. So
you're inside.
Yeah. So I'm still invisible too, and I'm gonna quietly move about right here and
Roll stealth check.
Okay, I can do it. I'm gonna see
you have advantage.
If I see anything, I crit.
Yeah, you're pretty quiet.
I just want to see. I want to examine the bodies. I'm not getting too close. But I just want to see what I see on these bodies.
You see there are. They look like they were former guards or maybe possibly military of the town.
Do they still have their weapons on them?
They do. But you can. They're basically skeletons at this point.
Okay.
Well, or even the bones are starting to just become more and more less bone, like more just become more and more dust.
Okay. I'm gonna lower it this way real quick. Actually, let's do this. I'm gonna go over to the water real quick to see if I see anything.
In the water, it looks kind of weird. There's this in the middle of the water, which isn't really good. The picture wasn't that good. I found. I kind of hate it now that I look at it again. But there's a pedestal in the spring, where it has kind of an orb-like shape where in the on the top, I have an indentation where there doesn't really seem to be coming anything out of it there, but it seems to be some put something on there at least, and you can tell by the way the indentation has lines of smooth edges and lines. It's because there probably was a kind of spring effect happening from there, because the city likes its springs and water.
Okay. And you said these things are skeletons, right?
Oh, there's also some runes in the bottom of the basin.
Okay. Huh. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic. Can I cast this as a ritual? I don't think I can. Okay.
Okay.
While I'm
Okay.
waiting for them to all get here, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay. So well, basically 6 seconds later, another one come kicking up and put this as a token on the map. If they want to, it's not really needed, maybe.
I mean, it's gonna be Pierre.
Yeah.
Preston's kind of like, hey, hours, fine, and gets on your back. Just don't drop me.
Yeah, that's definitely Preston right there.
It reminds me of when I was riding a sea beast.
Preston. Like,
Hi.
I'm still trying to concentrate on this ritual, and then I think once everyone's inside, it like goes off. Do I detect like any magic in this area?
You do actually. You detect a magic coming from this over here,
Okay.
which may look like a bar, but it's actually a bookshelf or shelf, where there's lots of spherical, not really marbles, but like they look like crystal balls, basically.
I'm going to go over.
And also you detect magic from the spring, obviously.
Yeah, of course. I thought that when you said runes in this the thing the base, I was like probably magic, but I wanted to see if there was anything else. I'm gonna examine this bookshelf. Or
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. 17.
Okay, you find that a lot of them have like cracks in them. Like most of them have some kind of crack in them, which you get to feel like it's basically innate, and those ones are basically innate. What those you do find to be still working are 3. You find 3 of them are still working.
Okay. I will take those 3. Actually, I'm going to step back. Let me just check something real quick.
You want to check for chaps?
I'm going to step back 30 feet, actually. I'm going to step back. Let me just check something real quick. Okay, cool. I'm going to use Mage Hand to grab one of them.
Okay, so you twirl your fingers around, and a ghostly hand operates through the palm and stretches it out towards and grabs one of them and yanks it up and lifts it. And nothing happens.
Okay. I do that for the other two.
You do the same thing again. You grab and pull, and nothing happens.
Okay. I will examine the crystals a little closer.
You see there's some sort of kind of like air moving around in them. Like sometimes you see an image, but sometimes it's just well, a good word for it would be static. It's not really clear. There's sometimes a few letters that show up. But as you're standing this close to the fountain, you kind of feel like it's kind of you kind of feel them be ready.
Okay. I'm gonna head over to Preston. Not Preston, Pierre. Pierre, I want you to look at something.
Pierre's still invisible, but
I mean, I have detect magic out, so I can see any
He,
magic.
he can smell you from upstairs.
Yeah, I can also smell you. We haven't taken a bath in a while.
I probably smell like spices.
You do.
Pierre, I have some. I found these crystals over in that bookshelf. I wanted you to take a closer look to them.
Very well.
I have them in my hand.
Oh.
They're right here.
What do I need to roll?
You can make me an Arcana check. With a 22. Okay. You have never heard of about these things before, but you kind of with Aroka's aid, you find out that there's this group of magic involved with them is divination and illusion.
Seems that these involve divination and illusion.
I see. Also,
And from the images you get, you get the idea that there might be something stored in those things. Like something wants to be seen in them.
I believe that these are holding the memories.
Hey, I like that.
holding memories, you say?
When I hear you mention holding memories, I'm going to go step over.
Oh, hello, Z.
Yes, did you say something about holding memories?
Yes, these crystals. From that check, do I know how to act?
I mean, you look at the ball and you look at the indentation on the sculpture in the spring, and you kind of like look at it again and look at the indentation, look at it again, look at the indentation. You think it might fit up there?
It appears that you could stick it into a indentation in the spring. It might activate that way.
Well, I mean, we're here.
Were they labeled at all?
I don't believe they were. There were some that were cracked and innate. These were the ones I found that were still together. You say if we put them in here, they may activate.
Yes, from what it appears.
I'm going to use my
Mage
hand and put them in there.
Mage Hand. Top 10 spells.
You mage hand the first one on top of it, and immediately water from the basin starts to shift up through the statue in sparkling glow through some lines in the statues, and shoot through the crystal ball on top, and it illuminates and spreads a spherical field in which you can see people. You see 4 people. The one who is an elderly man, who also in the same ropes as the civilians outside, turns towards an elderly woman with short hair, shortish hair short hair by the neckline. Also like graying already, and he speaks. Shalira, we've found with the power we found, we could actually do it. We could do it. We could free ourselves from those bastards that have us under that booth. And you see the woman reply back. Also, I know, but it is dangerous. Its limits hasn't been tested properly, and we don't know what the cost could be. And then the third man on the side, who is like an elderish dwarf, speaks up and says, "Yeah, but at some point we have to, make those sacrifices if it comes to it. We have to figure out a way how to utilize this properly."
Hey guys, I just flew over to Exaldria and boy, my arms are tired. Whew.
Oh,
So,
then,
do we start soon?
unfortunately. Oh, and also, the third person, the fourth person speaks up, and he's in a hood, so you can't really see his features that well. But you assume it to be a man, and he says to the dwarf, "Patrol, you bring up a good point, but we have to. I never thought this day would come. We've done the calculations. We can do this, and we should. We should free ourselves from this plane, and so they never can take from us what they've done again. We can use the power of our souls. We can make the ritual work. Just a few more men to do so. We can do this. And I know the gods forbade it, or limited the way magic could be used. But this is this isn't magic as it's supposed to be. This is new. This is powerful. And we can't let them get it, at least. Okay, so it's an agreement. Julia, are you up for it? I think so. And then the recording ends at that point. And the water and this sphere of blue energy where you saw the silhouettes rise up and speak to each other and turn and move, it slumps back down into the basin and is quiet. And I think at this point we should take a little break.
Yeah, let's take a little break and
Someone can catch Dan up on
yeah. So
what happened.
take a real break. We'll catch Dan up, and we'll be right back.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So, you just saw after the projection was done. You see the crystal ball kind of shake a little bit, and then it rests again, and the magic is intact in it.
Oh, that was interesting. I wonder. Well, I believe we continue to get these. Shall I put the next one in? Yes?
Yeah.
No? No? Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yes. Alright. I mage hand the one that's in there out and put the next one in.
Okay. And again, you see that the water from the basin travels up these lines in the statue and into the ball, and then project outwards in a field that reaches to the end of the basin. And you basically again see those same four people talking, and they're talking about. They look much older, most of them. The faces you saw, they were sort of they were elderly to begin with, but now they look more haggard and older. We did it, says the one you recognize as Holzer. My God, we're finally free. They can't get us here. Do you understand what that means? We're free. And then Julia speaks up. Yeah. We did lose some of our brothers and sisters in it, though. The body just couldn't handle it. Even mine, I must admit that I feel much closer towards the end of my lifespan than ever before. And she has elven features in her face, so you cannot recognize that she is an elf. And also the dwarf, Portrell, looks much older now too. But it will be worth it for future generations to come. So we've tied it to the Luna be blessed, because she allowed us to do it. And just in the nick of time, too. When is the next blood moon going to happen? Oh, in 300 years, and then, well, we better instruct our people what to do when that time comes. Yeah, the fourth person is still on the hooded gentleman says, yeah. Now that I think about it, though, why didn't we just use the power we have found to strike against the Marid? We could have crushed them beneath our feet. We could have ended them. We could have paid them back. And Holzer turns to me and says, you must calm yourself. You can't, in order to control the power we have, we have, we have to be calm to use it. And lashing out in anger or being vengeful is just going to corrupt whatever the source of their power. We can't do that. This was the only option of using it properly. You say that, but you know what they did to us. You know what they took from us. And we're just gonna let them go? Be on a merry way and hope they don't ever come back? What if in 300 years we come back to them and they do it again to us? Have you thought of that, you Holzer? And finally, Chalera snaps at the hooded figure, Luxio. Be still. I know that you're just barely into your adulthood as an elf, but you gotta. And she clenches her fist and kind of doesn't really know how to put it into words what she's doing. But you can see that the argument's getting a bit more heated than it should be. You know, it should be a time for celebration, but now there's this kind of splintering happening in this group of 4 people. This was our only choice, Luxaro. And if you can't see that, then you're more blind and dim-witted than I thought you would be. And you see Lux, the man in the hooded figure, kind of takes off his hood in anger, and there's this scarring on the left side of his face. Of you, it kind of looks like a mix between an acid burn and claw marks, scratches. No, Jolera, if you're too blind to see what they deserve for what they brought to us, if you're too blind to see that we will still be in danger, then I have no more place in this council. I will take whatever means necessary, and I will bring them to justice for what they've done to us, for what they did to me. And he storms off. And can't see the 3 of them murmur together. Oh, such a foolish man. Well, that's what should be expected of his age. I should watch him though. That Clara hasn't found a man who's of right mind anymore. And then the water drops in again, and the scene is over.
So, does anyone else think that might be the, or at least related to the guy that created all these undead? Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't give an exact date. It would be great to be able to figure out.
I mean, you guys know that the year right now is 527. So that date that they said, or the time that they said is clearly before now. But that's at least the next cycle they knew about.
Right. Well, did we get a date for when that memory was? I may have missed it.
You know from the library that the latest entry was the first year after the damning.
So the question, I'm not good with this nerd stuff. If someone can figure out, 1, when that memory happened, and 2, if the one that they're referring to has already happened, or if that's the upcoming one.
Also, you have to realize that 300 years could have just as easily been generalized. It could be 302 or 298, just like how people will round up 7 years to 9 or 10, whatever.
Apparently, I'm not the only one that's not good at this nerd stuff.
Hey, Preston, you find 1 gold coin directly beneath your feet.
I kick it suspiciously. I ain't taking no pity money from you.
You click it into the basin, and it disappears. You don't see it anymore.
Okay. I mean, someone else could have taken it.
Yeah. We have one more here to look at. I think this might answer more questions or make this more confusing than it really has to be. So let's look at the last one, and I mage hand you the one out, mage bet the other one in. The last one.
Uh, and just the same as before, the ball activates the spring, and you see the three people, Jose, Jolera, and Patrol. They're just talking a bit. You see one of them holding today's newspaper. I'm kidding. They don't.
It's basically like looking at look at this date, look at it.
Well, we're gathered here today on the first day of November, first AD, to discuss matters at hand, which are the grain results of harvest. Kind of disappointing, weren't they? And then another figure storms into the room and declares, and you can see the man is a soldier with.
Wait, were you serious about the date?
Yeah, sure, fine. You have a date.
I was confused. Like, I wasn't sure if that was a joke, and then you just started actually doing the memory, and it confused me.
No, I gave you a date because it was confusing you before. So, all right. So a soldier storms into this room. You see it's here, and he looks absolutely haggard, like he has run several hundred miles and to get here fast. I have something to report to the council. Luxel, he's begun. So he's done some horrible. The two villages we have on a northern river, they're absolutely destroyed. The homes, the burned, flesh is moving as it once did, as one alive, but it's now no longer. The fields are burning. The harvest is done for. So I think he's trying to become something. And you see the three look at each other and say, "Shit, shit, God, freaking, Luna be damned." Okay. He's obviously used the soul power in himself to. We have to contain him. He's too powerful to beat. We have to contain him. What should we do? You guard, lock the door, lock the gates to the capital, and the doors of this room. Lock it, and then pray. And you see them immediately start to formulate a plan. And Juliera takes out a blood bowl and fills it with water, and it's crying, and her face turns super white in shock, and she proclaims, "He already finished with the ritual. He is something more now. Evil has touched his heart in a place we didn't heal, and he can't be stopped by us. He's too powerful. You're right. We must do something. We can't let him expand his influence on the material plane, which we now call our home. That wouldn't be fair to them. And we can't allow him to go back and exceed his vengeance upon them, because it would just spread more. The Marines don't forget. You know as well as I, they don't. And whatever cruelty whatever revenge they want to exact upon him, they will just use as their reasons to be more cruel to those that did not escape with us. He is our problem, and we must fix it. So we are in accord, says Potwell. And you see them start to clasp their hands. And Jolio speaks. I see a time where he'll be most vulnerable. He is going to die, but not by our hand. And they start to chant together. And, Pierre, make an Arcana check. Or does any of you speak Celestial?
Celeste, no.
No. Oh, that's your horse.
That's that. Man, that's that fancy ass language, isn't it?
Hmm. Well, it's a beautiful language because what they are speaking, it starts out as just one harmony from the one person, and then it keeps adding on from the other, and it turns into this music that's otherworldly, and you see the chest begin to glow with white, hot, flashing light, and you see kind of like the skin start to be consumed by it, and then this ball of energy just keeps building and building in between, in the center of the three of them, and then it just gets so wide that it covers the whole field of the vision you're having, or the scenery you're having, and you can't see the shapes in them anymore. And the voice speaks in unison. By our power he is bound, until the day that those born on the blood moon come and break this chain. He shall not leave, he shall not die until the time arrives. And then it fades and explodes outward. Well, in a cool in the TV show of this, like 50 years in the future, it's going to look like the lines are spreading outwards from this from space and covering the whole island, and basically like making like invisible capsule of it. And then the magic out, the scenery fades, and the ball is in place.
Oh.
So
Well-
were any of you born on a blood moon?
Yes.
Sure, why not? I don't know. Who keeps track of these things?
Clearly not us. That. We're supposed to be here. This seems too.
I should make a perception check, everybody.
Sure, why not?
I mean, or if you want to.
I crit.
Oh, good. You're gonna love this. You notice that there is a kind of like in a gumball machine. You have this place where the gum comes out on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
Now you see that on the statue, and there is a ball that's stuck in it.
I tried to mage hand it out.
Make what do you use? Make a coup. Or make a spellcasting check, which will be wisdom.
Mine's charisma.
Yeah, I know, but now we find make a charisma roll then.
Or I could just roll a d20 plus my spell attack bonus.
That too.
Okay, I'll just do that. Uh, 17.
Yeah, you manage to get the mission in beneath it and force it out.
Yeah, bring it over to me.
You do. It looks intact.
Oh, this is new.
Does it look the same as the other ones that he's been sticking in this thing?
No, this is a different place of it. So yeah, but it looks the same with the others. Yeah.
Well, should we see if there's something on this?
Probably not a bad idea.
Alright, I mage hand that last one I put in, put the new one in.
Okay. And just like the other 4 times, the water starts to act up, and you see 3 figures standing where around the place here. They all look very beat up. Um, the one actually is almost completely unconscious on the ground. A gnomish, a dwarvish gnomish. What did I say his name? He's a dwarf. Sure. Sure, he's a dwarf. I could look it up later. I'm so terrible. Oh no, I have my notes on my phone. That's why. Nope, I have it on there. No, it was. Where is it? I have it somewhere. I'm sorry, I'm not unprepared. I'm just confused. Yeah. You see a gnome figure on the ground with a bunny next to him. You see a familiar-looking human man standing, leaning on his great sword, and you see a familiar-looking elf in full armor, resting by the basin, her face all bloody and uh, wild. And then the human man begins to speak. So obviously that did not go well. And you recognize the voice. It's Jacob, your captain.
Oh, this is getting
And
suspicious.
Silvera kind of moans, yeah. Who would have thought he was a lich, though? I mean, that's crazy.
I shout at the projection, literally everyone!
Oh, great.
And, well, and Rex passes up. No, he doesn't. He remains some half unconscious, you probably think. Jacob says, you know what he said to us? And you know what? We don't have it. I don't think we have much of a choice now. We have to do what he says. There must be a way, Jacob. We can't just. By Sarah May, there must be a way we can not do this. To doom innocent lives, to just throw our lives away just so. Jake, you know you're not. Jacob, you know you're not that man. I know you're not that man. He has my husband. Or threatened to take life of my husband. I can't let him do that. So you know that. We will find a way. Look, I'm thinking if we can just make it. We can kill him after it's done. I'm sure of it. You heard what people talked about. When it happens, he will be at his weakest, and we can end him. Jacob, you would be asking people to throw their lives away. I'm not going to ask them that. You know, but that's what the ritual requires for to break his factory, and if that makes him mortal, and then that breaks me from this spell he's put me under, and so be it. Do we know when the next blood moon is going to be? Yeah, five in in a month from now. That's barely enough time to get away from here and come back. We'll make it. We'll make it this work. We'll pay him back. Yeah. I'm not good with this, Jacob. You know it. And Rex isn't going to be good with it either. You know how he's like. I know. We'll just have to improvise. And then the fades out and turns into a ball, and it's done.
Does anyone have the urge to kill Jacob now? It's just me.
I'd like to talk to him. Seems like he knows when the next blood moon is.
Yes. Talk.
But there wasn't anything else in there? No,
Tied to a tree with
items?
knives at his throat. Yeah, that's a good talk.
I will head over to the water. I'll mage hand out the last spear, crystal. I mean, and I'm gonna look in the water to see if there's anything else other than those rooms.
No, there isn't.
Okay. No.
Besides gold coin.
Oh, actually, well, one pretty good. No, it would have been destroyed after that. Yeah, no, there's nothing there.
Okay. Let's have a. Wait one moment. I use the stone and go. Is Captain Jacob there?
You can actually talk directly to him. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm just doing my way. It's
Yeah.
actually going towards Captain Jacob.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I have a question. What is the next blood moon?
Why do you want to know that?
Oh, maybe
You're a bitch.
I've found a lot of information in this city. Your name came up. And the blood moon.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been here before.
Oh, really?
You're a bitch. Just
Oh,
shouting this over his
really?
shoulder.
I guess you just didn't realize he was a lich either, right?
Okay. Where are you guys?
Oh, we're in the city. You like to come? There's a, seemingly horde of zombies here between us and you, and that's probably a good thing at this point.
Look, I don't know what you guys have heard or found out, but I wouldn't trust a lich to begin with. So whatever he's told you, this
Oh,
is not true.
It's not from the lich. Oh no! This came from exactly from you. There's a lot of eyes on you. It seems.
Oh, the House of Records. God damn it! I did not realize that the magic was still active.
Sounds like you're trying to hide something, bitch.
Look, it's not gonna be like that.
Uh-huh.
Besides, I don't think you want to make it be like that.
A threat.
Sure sounded like a threat.
Sounds like a threat.
Look, guys, you just wait up there. I'm gonna come and we can talk this out.
Uh-huh.
By talk, you mean stab us in the backs, right? I gotcha.
We'll be waiting.
Okay, and the conversation ends. What do you guys do?
So do
I
we
say
kill?
I don't even care about any of this. Sprinkles. I'll run over to Sprinkles. Where is the item? I know you know.
Hmm?
Lee, are
Kind of
you
he cocks his head to the side and kind of like doesn't know how to answer that question.
are you trying to intimidate a water elemental that's a dog right now?
Intimidate? No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. What are you
It
looking
licks your
for?
face.
But I do know that it knows.
What does it know? What are you hiding from us?
I'm not hiding anything. We all came to this island for our own reasons. Mine just happens to involve I was supposed to recover an item for a client.
Do you know what this item is?
Not particularly. He gave me some vague instructions.
Okay.
He said it would be easy to find. I'm starting to doubt that.
Well, these were the easiest thing to find in this room. They were just on that bookshelf.
Yeah. Never get involved with extraplanar creatures. Just never worth it.
Look,
You talking
That's
about
it.
Sprinkles or your client?
Yes.
Got it.
now we have to discuss something. Captain Jacob's coming here. He is probably going to either talk to us or kill us.
Nah,
we
it'll
do?
take him like a day to get here.
I
We'll
I
be gone by
imagine
then.
it's going to be something of a arch villain's monologue followed by a light side of killing.
Hmm. That seems like it would be that. So what should we do?
Literally go anywhere else.
That would probably be a good idea. There is a lich, though.
He
I mean,
knows we're here. We
Yes.
does
know
he?
he knows we're here.
Yes.
So we can
Wait,
set up
does
an ambush for him.
does the lich know we're here?
You don't know.
You're saying to ambush the lich.
No, Jacob.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you hadn't gone crazy.
I am perfectly sane. I resent
Mm.
that.
Mm, I doubt that. But regardless, you still got that magic site up, right?
Who?
Yes.
You don't see any other magic in this room?
Do I still? Yeah, I have detect magic. Do I still detect anything? Because I knew I have the crystals in my hand. I know there's runes in here. Anything else?
Yeah, those runes you are basically inferring from context that this probably allows the basin to project whatever image was recorded and also to record images.
Oh no, this is the other thing. You said something about memories.
Yeah, I was told that the item would be in the Hall of Memories.
Well, these are the most magical thing here. I mean, there's other than this, and I point to the
See,
fountain.
quick question: did you misunderstand what I talked about, or is it just a?
Possibly.
Um, I'm gonna. I'm going to say what I mentioned was that you were going to find information about the power here.
Well, true.
Which I've given you. Well, not exactly how to obtain it, but I've given you.
I know.
Need
I was hoping to find an item though.
Oh, I mean, you haven't searched the gods' corpses that well. You just noticed the skeletons.
Yeah, I made sure I was checking to see if they were undead.
They weren't. I promise you.
Okay, okay. Well, if you're looking for an item, there are dead bodies over there. They still have their belongings. Maybe one
Yeah.
of them have it.
But you said there was no magic.
The only thing that's and I hand out one of the crystals to you. It's like this in the basin are the only ones that have magic. You can take a look at it. One of them if you want to look.
That's fine.
Okay. I am gonna look onto this body right here.
You find uh, guard garments like leather armor that's withered to
Yeah.
and ostensibly extends, and dagger that's rusted
Yeah.
from just years of being exposed to the air. And this one over here actually has a sheath dagger, so it's probably not that much rusted.
Yeah. Any usable stuff, anything that's not rusted or weathered or destroyed, is what I'm looking
No,
for. Okay.
no, it's been too long.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, I just well, there's nothing useful on them. I'll go check over here again. I know there's cracked crystals, but let's see what else is here.
what was the last perception check you rolled for that thing over there?
For that, I believe was. Well, I can tell you. Yeah, I did was investigation was 17.
Oh, you may roll again if you want to.
Uh, um, at 8. No, I don't see anything else.
Yeah, there's a lot of dust. Um, Thinking about it, it looks like somebody purposely cracked those crystals.
Probably the captain.
Either that or
Yeah, but
lich.
why would it do that if you know
Because he didn't
he
want
didn't
us to
destroy
know.
his own?
Maybe he missed those.
I have to say, I have to ask, why would they record themselves in such an incriminating fashion? I just don't get it.
Maybe
Or
if
does this room automatically record everything?
it could be that this room records everything. It could be they were keeping records of
Yeah, they probably
Why
didn't
people from the
incriminate them
future?
that much.
Hmm?
Because from their perspective, they probably didn't do anything wrong.
True.
It's only, from the perspective of outsiders looking back.
This probably was just for the record keeping, so they can go back and see the history of how everything became. It also could be for help for the people who are supposed to stop this lich.
The lich has my item. I'm gonna stab him.
You can try.
If if y'all are watching this in the future, know that this room automatically records everything and presumably ends the recording at some point. I don't know. I don't know this magic shit. I'm a sailor.
Yeah, also be happy that it doesn't record scent.
Hey, I bathed. It's just not my fault I bathed in salt water.
No, I would tell you to go bathe in the fountain, but that could probably be the worst thing you do here. So let's get out of here.
Sprinkles goes outside at least.
Yeah.
So I would recommend we go back to camp, but in a different route.
That probably would be a good idea.
That way we miss the captain entirely.
Yes.
We're not gonna ambush him?
No.
Why?
It's not
He hasn't done anything to make it worth attacking him for.
No,
I mean, it would be a purely kind of like surprise party, except it's to make sure we don't get stabbed in the gut. kind of thing.
Eh,
Let's talk to the other people first before we start stabbing people.
No. The objective is to not get stabbed.
Yes, I understand. Let's go talk to the other ones, the other people though first, and then we can do your surprise party / not getting stabbed / ambush. Oh yeah, I go. I guess we go. I just go out the window we came from.
I mean,
Okay.
you could just go through the front door.
Oh yeah, we could just go to the
It was
front.
locked from the inside.
So yeah, I head over to the door.
That way, it saves me like 5 minutes of
Yeah, that's true.
pulling the horse up. You guys jump out, dropping the horse back down.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I guess we exit
So
the
you
city.
are currently you were in the House of Records. Let me just reveal that description here.
Yeah. We head back to the camp.
Okay, just a reminder, you guys entered here, basically,
Yeah.
over here.
I'd say follow the same. Do something like this.
We go water. How deep is the water?
It's deep, but you can, there's bridges, you know.
Hey, if we travel through water, we won't have to worry.
Well, do you go outside?
Yes.
I can swim. We
Yeah,
can
so-
just
Everyone
swim
will-
down the river.
Yeah, we'll go outside.
It's strange. There's a lot of zombies moving, but even though you're not trying to be stealthy, they're not really interacting with you. They're still moving towards points, and you can actually, from where you're standing, you can actually see them that they're moving towards this building. Let me just over here.
Wait, which thing that again? Which building?
This round shape, roundish shape.
Oh. Then definitely don't want to go past that.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Leave.
That's probably where the lich is.
Yeah. I say we just leave by water. We'll leave this one or leave out this one, but stay quiet.
So, which way do you want to go?
Yeah, which way? Do we want to go?
Because from where you're standing, there's no path towards the palace, at least.
I was thinking more just traveling by. Now, actually, we could just leave out by water this way.
Why don't we find a building to hole up in that's along the path that the captain should be taking? This way, we know when he walks past us, so we can actually leave without encountering him.
We have to leave the city first. We're still in the city.
I know this. That's why I'm talking about buildings here.
Wait,
Yeah.
are we still talking about ambushing?
No, we're talking about just in case he wants to do us in.
That's more like an ambush, or
No,
not getting. I
never
feel
said
like
anything about attacking him. Not this time.
I feel like just leaving, and then making
Yes,
sure
but
we're.
if we leave and he hasn't already passed us, we might run into him en route.
Well, if he's coming the same way
You know,
we
ships
did.
passing in the night kind of thing.
Well, if we leave out in their way, not take the same path we came this way, we should be fine.
If we go west or north, we can just go north and
Yeah.
then head around that way.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just head north.
There's no real reason for it to go around.
Yeah.
Oh, so you try to head north?
Yeah.
Make an athletics checks, all everybody.
Athletics?
DC 20. Yeah.
Just
If
to
it
like
if it's
walk
if it
north?
involves scaling the wall, then I'll go first and then drop a rope down.
No, it's simply because it's getting so crowded with zombies in the streets now that you're having to move against them, and the tide is it's getting pretty tight fully now, so you're gonna have to push your way through them.
Can I just use my acrobatics to kind of squeeze way through?
Wait, like to go north or just where we're at as we're standing around?
Just to go to not be pushed along. Any direction.
Uh,
It's hard
can
though.
I do it on Maribel since I would be riding her?
Maribel has difficulty doing it as well, so yeah, you can go ahead and do it with her.
And can I use acrobatics? Because I'm not trying to push my way. I'm trying to like find creases and stuff and slip through.
Okay, you can use the acrobatics, but you're gonna move him much slower then.
Yeah. It's a
And
10.
and then
Yeah,
Pierre.
That's a bad roll for me, actually. Yeah.
Oh, I'm goddamn muted. I've been muted this whole time, and
You,
I
you probably have been. Welcome back, here.
I try to figure out the best way to do this. Goddamn it, I'll just try acrobatics also. Oh, one
Alright.
higher.
Preston, you managed to move through the mass of zombies moving past you. All the other guys, Ericus and Pierre, you hide against the wall, let them pass, try to get cut through corners and stuff there, but it's just not going fast. It's like 4 feet at every 4 feet every 20 seconds, and that's not fast at all. And you kind of each meter you get ahead, you kind of feel like yourself being pushed a meter back again. And seeing on Mirabel, you're having a difficult time pushing through it, and you actually begin to be dragged further away from the other group, from the others.
I guess we have to go with the zombies.
Oh, this is gonna be.
I mean, you don't
great.
have to. It's a Pierre, Preston did it. He's moving through it.
I rolled a 9.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm saying this as I'm like getting pushed back. Like, I guess we have to go with the zombies. That's where I'm going, at least.
I mean, I'm gonna try one more time. If I can't make it, I guess I'm heading with the zombies.
Wee.
I'm heading with the zombies.
Lightning bolt.
Oh, don't. No, please don't.
Drop fireball.
just like you reach into your pocket, you pull it out, just like dropped on the ground. Whoops.
So yeah, after my second attempt, I get dragged along with this group. I was like, I guess I'm going with the zombies now.
Well, I could start blasting my way through the zombie. Like every good wizard.
I'm pretty sure that there's more zombies than you have spells.
At this point, yes.
This many.
How long does Flaming Sphere last?
Wow.
I was gonna use Flaming Sphere as a bulldozer.
Well, you can certainly try. How much time do we have left in the stream, Justin?
Hold on. I'll tell you.
42
this one.
minutes.
Okay.
Why don't we just wait for them to pass?
Will
What?
they pass?
Well, all the zombies are going in one direction.
They are moving towards this location. Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we just hide somewhere, let all the zombies in this area, and
Well,
then...
currently, C and
It's
Rokas and you are being pushed along, so you are now currently over the bridge. Actually on.
I Misty step on top of one of the buildings.
You're on this bridge over here. And it's 100. Yeah, sure. It's 30 feet. Yeah, you're on top of a building.
Yeah, not a high one, just enough to get out. And from that vantage point, can I see a break in the crowd, like when it'll be kind of dying off with the amount of zombies?
You have your parrot you could shift into.
Oh, yeah, I send my parrot out to scout.
All right, and your parrot sees that it flies down this the road here and kind of finds out that the zombies to take a circular path around this area here where they keep just so they can keep being dense. And you also see that here on these two pictures, it's just standing still, but in like a circular pattern, they're moving in here around from this building to here to there to there to there to there, and also here they're just standing still. They're standing still. I mean, you do have a combatant against you who probably knows where you are and can control them. And you get the impression that they're being used to funnel you towards the building.
I call out to oh, what's his
Imagine I'm
name?
just sorry. Go ahead.
I call out to the other two and tell them what's going on. Is Sprinkles close by?
Pringles is also being pushed along by the crowd of zombies. Actually, no, not really. He's just following C because Sprinkles can move through spaces that are like very, very small. But he just cannot.
Z looks kind of bored. He's like, "Wait, so do we want to get out of these zombies then?"
Is the water filled with zombies?
No, it isn't.
Okay, why don't we just swim upstream and out of
I just
At this point, you've been moved to over the bridge, and so being here.
I believe that's what I suggested was to go up the river.
Where is the
Am I
building?
like on the wall up here or something like that?
Are you? No, you. I mean, do you continue moving through the
Yeah.
zombies?
Yes.
Where do you want? Where do you want to go?
I just want to basically have ended up climbing the stairs to the like a guard tower and like sit on the wall and just watch and try and spot my allies in the crowd of zombies. Just watching this
Uh,
supernatural phenomena go on, in which obviously someone is working against us.
uh, roll me 2 strength checks, DC 15. I'm gonna
Strength
say
or athletics?
pure strength because I'm gonna say that there are probably some zombies that are fighting you, like 2 or 3. But I'm thinking you're able to.
Oh,
Well, okay,
failed
you
one.
take 26 points of damage, but you manage to get up there.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna take a short rest up
Wait, no,
here.
no, oh wait, they only do 5 hit points damage on average, so let's make that 15.
Okay, so I went from being at 1 to being at 12.
Don't you have your hit points level up? You're level 5 now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I only have
yeah,
33
but
hit
we
points
didn't
on level 5.
rest.
Yes, it took a long rest in the library. They
Yeah.
forgot to tell you that.
Oh,
Yeah, you should have been up a
good to
match.
know.
Because we had the hut.
So I took 15, you said?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I'm at 29. Still gonna take a short rest.
You can go ahead and do that because, well. Alright, what
So
about the other guys?
at this point, I'm going to activate my boots, and me and Maribel float above the crowd,
I wave you guys over onto my building.
and I'll just kind of pull out the speaking stone and be like, "So what's the plan?"
I believe we need to get out of this.
Blast our way
Lucas,
through.
you can make another athletics checks or acrobatics checks to see if you can avoid being pushed.
Let's see. Come on. Acrobatics is one of my best skills. Come on. 20.
I'm healing.
Yes, you are standing still and actually
Hey.
moving towards the one you want to move towards.
So I'm moving. At this point, I'm just telling everyone, let's use the waters and get out.
Come on, guys, just go towards it.
No.
Please.
No.
Okay, fine.
I can't do it. There's a bunch of zombies going to one building. No.
Well, you actually let's go to the moment. You don't actually see many zombies go in. They just kind of keep pushing, around it.
The first thing that a DM learns, players will do the exact opposite of what the DM wants.
So yeah, I head towards this river right here. I'm just gonna
Okay, make another acrobatics check.
25.
Yeah, you move towards over there. You're now by the river.
Yeah, I'm basically we'll take the waters out and head and get out of the city.
Can I make zombie piranhas?
I mean,
No,
you could, but
that would be too cruel.
you could also make a swarm of Tarrasques, but at that point, no one would play games with you anymore.
Alright, so you jump into the river. It's pretty cold, but you can get used to it.
Do I see my allies now treading water in this river, so to speak?
I mean, it's pretty far away. You can go ahead and check.
I imagine he would see me because I'm just floating there. I don't have any way to move horizontally, so I'm just kind of like floating above the zombie swarm.
Oh,
Kinda
I was talking
arms
about
crossed.
people who were going in the water. I was wondering if I'd seen them go in the water.
You don't see Arukas jump into the water. That's not. Well, you're pretty high up though. Yeah, you see a shape fall in, but you have no way of confirming that it's your
Alright, yeah.
body. Might be a zombie. You don't know.
Yeah, it could have been a zombie. Probably a zombie.
Yeah, I'm heading out
I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here.
Just succeed on your athletics check, obviously. It's easy.
Yep.
I rolled a 9 and I did it.
Yeah, you're asking a wizard to succeed at an athletics check.
You're not trained, you're not
acrobatics.
proficient.
You're asking the impossible here.
Or
You
you
didn't go with a
don't
background that gave you proficiency in athletics? Background that gave
also don't you
I'm a
get
spice merchant.
you're a wizard. You could fly technically.
He has
You
don't
had
have
to spell.
prepared.
I don't have flight prepared.
Also, you're on the roof, so you could try to jump from building to building.
So basically, you can either fly with the spell you don't have, or act like a rogue.
Has your character played Assassin's Creed? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, I know what I'll do.
Someone's super static.
Dan.
Yes, yeah.
I know what I'll do. I'll cast Minor Illusion. And... No, wait, no, that won't work.
Well,
They're already mindless zombies. Don't seem to be taking any aggressive actions towards you.
Trying to figure out how to get to the river. How far away am I from?
You are, I'm gonna say you're 300 feet away from the river, on a rooftop.
And how filled up is it between me and the river with zombies?
What's the number? Pretty filled up.
that's a number.
Yeah, thank you. That's helpful.
I mean, at least they were technically ignoring you. They're just focused on walking and pushing and being a mass that's controlled to. I could have had them all attack you, but that will just not be fun. Or would it? You as viewers can vote now.
Please don't vote on that. Not yet. Until I can put a monetary value on it.
I cast Flaming Sphere. Do they react at all to being burned?
A lot of them die.
Okay, then I'm going to use Flaming Sphere as basically a bulldozer.
Wow.
And
Okay.
stepping over the burned corpses of the zombies.
Right. A minute later, when the Flaming Sphere ends, the zombies surround you and attack you.
Fireball.
On yourself?
Wait, how far do I get?
Okay, I'm gonna say that you get at least towards the bridge because that move is awesome and I'm gonna have to reward that. But other than that, you are like, what's your roller strength check for me?
And a bit later is they surround you.
Okay, so the first one failed. The next one failed. The third one succeeded in grappling you. Doesn't add any bonuses.
How long are you gonna roll this?
You're not grappled, and well, you. How much HP do you have?
So am I on the bridge?
You're by the bridge, yes. You're on the precipice to the bridge, and you're grappled and being dragged the other way.
Okay, then I'll cast Fireball on my position.
Oh, God.
Okay. I want you to consider how much HP you have and how many dice you have to roll.
Yeah, I have a ton of HP.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast Fireball.
Yeah.
Roll the dice. Roll the damage. I would say if you get over 22, you destroy those that have grappled you, and like 20 of them moves around.
And here's my dex.
You're no longer surrounded.
I hop into the water and start swimming upstream.
So I'm like in the water, like trade war. I hear a giant explosion. I turn around, like, what was that?
First here. Then you hear, oh shit! And then you hear.
And I just look. I'm like, what was that? Did I just see?
You see bits and pieces of flesh like.
And you see a Robespierre
blood raining around him. Technically, I have to roll Constitution checks on most of them. I'm gonna see if it gets a natural 20. I don't think so, but
No, I don't. There's probably one that gets a natural 20 where I'm gonna be like, really? Jesus Christ.
You did not think I would cast Fireball at my position.
I mean, I kind of did.
6.
I saw that coming.
9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Yeah, that's enough checks. Alright, so you're lucky that none of them could stand up again.
I hop in. Like you see a singed Robespierre with a bit of patting out fire on himself. Step on top of the bridge and hop into the water and start swimming towards you upstream.
Yeah, you're right.
Never better.
Okay.
Seriously,
So I saw that, right?
I think we all.
That you did see, yes.
Okay, just needed to make sure. So I see Fireball, and then another singed body jump into the river. I take this opportunity to start walking along the wall towards that gate of the river.
Oh god.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say you can do that. Like roll me like 2 attacks, just to be safe.
Z,
But I'm on the
I know.
I'm on the wall.
Yeah, but I just haven't thought if there was zombies on the wall or not, so I'm just gonna say maybe there were, maybe there
So you
weren't.
said attacks?
Yeah.
I think I go. I do this. I go. Z, are you all right?
Yeah, you kill those in front of you. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I think it's fine to leave.
Why?
And meanwhile, C is just still on his horse, just
Yeah, I'm just
in
floating.
the air, unable to move to one side or the other because he can't reach the wall.
Yep.
Push up.
Oh, you just levitate.
He's just levitate.
And I can refresh it for free as many times as I want.
Oh my god.
So I'm just kind of floating there, seeing what's going on.
You hear underneath you, C.
Oh.
Wait,
How-
I hear a what underneath me?
You hear sprinkles.
The sprinkles.
Oh,
Quick,
hey,
sprinkles!
you want
Grab
up?
this rope. Drag me to safety.
Uh,
Just
yeah,
Like a giant balloon.
How bad is Pierre hurt?
I took about 15 HP from that blast. I need to.
Wait, did you pass your
No,
next
I
save?
I have a what's it called? The Abjuration Mage has a special thing where he I have what's it called? I gain
Evasion?
Temporary hit points?
temporary hit points.
Oh.
Basically went through my temporary hit points first.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say. I guess I'll just cast this at level 1 then.
But yeah, I could use a bit of healing.
You get 5 hit only as you get closer.
Ah, thank you. Feel a bit better. That was a bit hot in there.
Sprinkles kind of jumps up on top of a banister to be next to you and kind of looks at you, see, cooks his head. Hmm?
Hey, Sprinkles.
Hmm?
Oh, I'll kind of just speak into the thing. Be like, so what's the plan?
We're leaving. Do you need help leaving as well?
Why are we leaving?
I can cast another flaming sphere for you.
Well, I mean, we
Do you
feel
want to
like
stay
it's
Do you want to stay in the zombie city?
I mean, they don't seem aggressive.
true, but we don't know if the thing they're trying to go to is.
Yeah.
So at this point,
Probably
you're by
not
the
good
second
for your
bridge, Arokas and Pierre, and you see the zombies on the bridge that try to grab at you.
I dive into the water.
Okay, that means I'm gonna make the a strength check for them, and you're gonna make a dexterity check against it, a dexterity saving throw against it,
How low is this bridge on the water?
or acrobatics. I
It
mean,
obviously rained recently, obviously. So obviously the river's flooded a bit, obviously.
actually, which you listened before, I said that the water was plain with the ground.
No, you didn't say that.
Right, I didn't.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, so
Yeah.
that was probably something we should know. I thought it was like a canal and there was a few feet and dim water.
Oh, so you were thinking Venice.
Yeah, I was thinking more Venice.
And he was thinking Waterworld.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sitting in the bridge is going like in an arc over it.
Yeah, I rolled the 18 on my acrobatics.
12.
Okay. Pierre, you are it. I'm gonna say against the edges of your Wait, who wins in a tie?
I think Defender
If
wins.
I
No,
think so too.
no, it's always meet or beat if you're attacking.
Yeah. So
Alright, then Pierre traveled by the coat and hoisted up towards the bridge.
Okay, I crack my knuckles again.
Okay, I'm about to say something. I say, no, you know what? Do you? And I dive under the water.
Yeah, you're just gonna hang out underwater,
Yeah.
and suddenly just bright light, a new sun appears.
When I see him crack his finger, it's like, oh shit! I go into
Yeah,
the water.
Is it just one zombie that's grabbing me?
For now, but the others are clamping
I
towards.
shoot its arm off with the firebolt.
Okay, that's a hard check because both you're grappled, so that's disadvantage on your attack roll, and also it's gonna add to the of its AC because you're making an aimed shot or cold shot. But you can go ahead and do it.
Yo, I'll do the easy thing. Magic missile. Always hits.
Yeah, but you don't
Magic.
get to designate a cold shot with a magic missile. It hits center of mass.
Yeah, you'll just hit no matter what. You can't cold shot back.
But I'm gonna say you can if you do enough damage, I'm gonna allow the arm to be chopped off by the magic missile.
Oh,
If you do enough damage, you'll kill it.
Yeah.
What level are you casting it at?
Yeah, first level. It's 40. Magic pistol is it would be 3d4 plus 3, so that's quite a bit of damage. So
oh,
1,
God.
2, 3.
Oh, 13.
Yeah. That's not enough to kill it, but it does do over half damage. I'm gonna say yes. You chop the arm off.
Yep.
It's still
And
attached to you.
and as I fall down, I release my breath. I blow out and sink into the.
You begin to drown?
Do you not know how to sink?
Oh, that's what you're
I mean-
doing. It sounds like you're giving up on life right now.
Yeah, like,
No, I'm
there's a
just.
fine line between losing enough buoyancy to sink in water and beginning to drown.
Yeah, I'm just reducing my buoyancy, so down.
So you're now 30 feet underwater, or no, 50
I don't
feet
go
under.
that far down.
You said you're basically out of the water, then you want to sink into the water. So
How many times has Pierre done this in the past?
No, I just want to go underwater. I don't want to go deep.
Usually when you go underwater, you take a deep breath and you swim down. When you're not experienced as a scuba diver.
I'm gonna say it's like 3 feet underwater then, because I'm confusing
Yeah.
feet with meters.
Yeah.
The
'cause
conversion.
3 meters would be pretty far down.
3
for
meters
us.
is 10 feet.
Yeah.
Pretty much exactly.
Okay, so you guys are now past the bridge, and if you want to continue the route on the water, I'm gonna have to ask you to make Constitution checks. Oh no, it's 1 minute plus your Constitution modifier.
So I have. Hold on.
I have a constitution of 18.
God damn it!
That's a modifier of +4. You can hold your breath for 5 minutes, but since you specifically said that you flew out your breath, I'm gonna say that's halved to 2.5 minutes.
That's still quite a bit of time.
So
Yeah, that's just
I cannot hold my breath that long.
just as a side note, Zia's gotten bored.
Oh, I
So
would think you.
while
got
they're all
more-
doing this, he's gonna lower himself just to like the zombie level, so that they'll carry him along. Like he'll rest the Maribel's feet on the zombie.
I was going to
And then
say,
it kinda
if you
looks
can
like
do
a
that,
torch.
can't Narabel like kick off of the zombies and propel in the direction of your choice?
I'm just gonna let them like carry me where they want.
That seems like a
Okay.
terrible idea.
Then they do that, and you are dropped off at the what looks like a coliseum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell.
I'll go in while everyone else is fighting for
I think at
their
this point,
lives.
like before I get to like the end of the river, I
Oh.
pop my head out to see if
Thank
anything.
you, see. Oh my god, wait, this is a perfect closer. Everybody else, you guys don't matter anymore. Now it's just me and
Wow.
I mean,
because
that's what you
see,
would do.
as you enter Maribel by your side, you see the Colosseum. It has hard wooden floorboards underneath, and it's like there's a whole lot of zombies in here. There's like 137 zombies, or 36 and 26 zombies. But also you see a hooded figure stand on top of a precipice where there is green emerald screen behind him, from which a music is playing you have never heard before, and it's
Da,
this.
da, da, da.
Bam, bam. He's invisible.
Is it playing on Roll20?
It probably
I'm not hearing anything.
I have my
Oh,
volume down. Hold on. Oh
okay.
no,
I'm
it's
not-
not playing.
No, it's playing. It's playing.
Oh, this. Okay.
And you see the zombies.
That's very loud.
Oh, is it very loud? I'm gonna have to cut it down. And you see the hooded figure on the person turn around and say, "Okay, guys, take it from the top." And the zombies start to move in a uniform fashion.
I am so glad I am not putting. I can.
And then the boss, I don't know how to follow along the music, so let's go start. It's close to midnight.
Yeah. How many sessions ago did I?
It's in my heart.
How many sessions?
Under the floodlight, I'll make you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but my spell prevents you doing so. You start to freeze as my aura looks you in the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause I'm a thriller. Thriller this night, and no one's gonna save you from me about to strike, 'cause I'm a killer. Killer tonight. You're gonna fight for your life in my killer thriller tonight. And then as he turns around and sees you arrive, he kind of looks at you and says, "You're intruding on my practice."
Is this the lich?
Oh, sorry. I can leave if you want.
No. You've come all this way. Why don't we have some fun? And the doors behind you slam.
Oh my god.
Just, where are your friends?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a great question at this
Do
point.
do I just hear like from my from my stone just like a really tinny?
If we do hear that from the stones, we're like,
I'm just like looking at it like the fuck's going on over there.
I think we all do go like, what the fuck is going on?
I'll just kind of look around and be like, oh, they didn't have horses, so they might be being slower.
Well, it was just the one of you. It's not as exciting. Let me just see where they are. And he flies up through the roof. And he kind of looks around.
I haven't left.
Oh, there you
Do
are.
I see one? Do I see him?
You see him fly in the air,
Okay.
and then you see him coming closer to you.
I have 2 daggers. I'm just going to throw one in his general direction. It's probably gonna land in a zombie, but at least I went down swinging.
Is he within 60
Actually,
feet?
not yet.
No.
but
I'm just like I throw it, it just kind of arcs through the air, like
He just
sticks
throws-
into a zombie.
He just throws it. He's like, crap.
Holy crap for max damage.
I think I poke my head out of the water to see where we're at, and I see him coming down. It's like, oh, that's not good.
and then on you he cast hold person,
That sounds like we
Uh,
need to make a save.
hmm Let me just see if it added. Okay, what's the spell receiver with this lich? It's
It's
what
80.
dancer?
It should say under the spellcasting thing.
I think it's 20.
Wisdom.
Oh god.
Yeah.
You
no,
feel your body seize up and beyond able to move. So there's the one that
You're paralyzed because this is Thriller.
Oh god damn
you're
you.
paralyzed now. Then he casts telepathy and or can he do it twice? Well, he's a lich, so yeah.
Telekinesis.
Well, he's
It's like I'm not gonna stop him.
Yeah, sure. He does two things twice and takes and lifts you over towards the Colosseum. Now, what about the others? He looks around.
as I have
You
my
can
head,
make a stealth check.
I'm gonna have to. I also say to my in my stone, Pierre,
Yep.
he's outside the Coliseum.
Is it the lich or a lich?
Yeah, I'm basically
Yes.
walking across the
I mean,
river right now.
generally any lich is the lich.
Well, no, I mean the one that's like.
Are you
the
gonna
one
get
that
a
we
close
encountered
look?
on the beach? Is it the same guy?
It's the same guy, you're pretty
Oh.
sure. So, Wakas, you managed to evade his vision.
God damn, I'm gonna have to save
But
these people, aren't
yeah.
I?
Pierre, you feel a cold sensation roll down your spine as you hear a breath behind you say, "Now, where would you think you're going?"
Oh, I was about to leave the city.
Oh, not yet. I still have so much to show you. And
It's fun.
he's gonna cast Hold Person again. At this point, Dan.
I am
Okay.
going to attempt to counterspell it.
Okay. So Dan, you have been dropped 10 feet down to the ground in the Colosseum next to C and his steed.
I'll wave.
so,
Hi.
so, so for counter,
Take 1 damage unless you make an acrobatics check DC 10 to avoid it.
Acrobatics.
yeah, right. So for the whole person, what's the level of the spell already?
That's level 2.
Okay, he's gonna cast it at a higher level.
If you cast it at the third level, it automatically fails. So, yeah. Oh, so you're one of those who can't dispel my fireball. That's not nice.
Well, see you, and I drop back into the water. Try to swim away.
I'll see ya.
Blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Let me just quickly look up telekinesis.
Like
Seems like a
you're
horrible
swimming,
idea.
you're swimming, and suddenly there's no water, but you're still swimming. Try to
Telekinesis.
Let's try a stealth check again.
I'm going to allow that.
Yay!
I mean, yeah, it's a 20. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let's first see if you can see you still, because you did kind of get beneath his rank. Wait, his true set 120 feet, so.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Still needs to make a perception check.
It's good thing I didn't cast invisibility.
Good thing I didn't cast invisibility.
So he still sees you. I'm gonna need you to make a strength check. What was?
Why does he just put his arm in and just like, caught you?
Can you roll the spell and it'll what's what save to make?
He's going to try to lift you up with his telekinesis, basically.
Yeah, what save do I need?
Damn it, what was it again?
I think it says on the spell.
Yeah, it's which
Yeah,
is the
if you roll the
strength.
spell on, I would see it.
I think it's a. I think he said strength check, but it might be a save.
Yeah, it could be
What?
dexterity.
Everything he says.
If you switch, you
Yeah,
can
it's a
try to
strength.
use
It's
your
a,
small creature make an ability check with your spellcasting ability accomplished by the creature strength check.
yep, it's a
So
strength
I'm
check.
gonna, yeah.
Make that strength
Okay.
check, wizard.
I'm just gonna make what's this? That's +5. So why don't I have that anymore? Where's the glitch notes? Alright, I'm just gonna roll an intelligence check, basically against your strength check. Why did he fail?
Well, let's. He
Damn
did
it!
fail.
God damn it!
That's what I said.
He lifts you out of the water. You feel your body kind of. You still try to move, but it's getting heavier and heavier, and you kind of realize you're moving backwards, even though you're trying to move forwards. And then you're out of the water, and he says, "Look what I've got! A wizard. What a deal you'll make!" And he sends you flying towards the Colosseum. And then he starts to look around.
20 chance to be a loser.
He has to make a 20.
Lack
I'm
of luck
stealth.
just makes me
Yeah,
wanna
you're stealth, but you just saw your friend disappear.
Yeah, I say to Stone's like, see, Preston, Pierre, are you alright?
Where are
Like,
you, little one?
as I'm broadcasting, you hear, "'Cause this is Dylan." I'm like, yeah, but these zombies are weird. No, I don't want to. No, stop.
So I guess you
Don't
see
touch
the.
that.
I guess you see the dwarf come flying out of the. Come flying through the area and land in front of you guys.
No, actually, you get hit. You hit directly into Preston when he catches you.
Well then, that did not turn out as
Hang
well
on,
as I
hang
thought it
on.
would.
On a 1, I catch him. Okay. On a 2,
Wow.
I intentionally let him just drop. But no, I catch him.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna say he makes one more death roll, and then he gives up on finding you.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine. If he fails, no, he doesn't fail. God damn it! So I'm like in a corner.
Well, yeah. Where were you?
So like I'm like in like I found like an alley in a corner. I'm trying to like figure out what's going on, and then like I look up and he's just staring down at me. I was like, the last thing you hear me say is like, "Fuck."
Hang on, you were in the water, right?
I got out.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Lord.
you were in the water.
Yeah, I had to get out because I
You
don't.
just had to follow the driplets.
True. That's probably what it
That's
was.
probably
He
what he
finally
did. You probably rolled really well, but he just happened to notice
the driplets.
drops of water leading
Well.
straight to you.
Look at that. Where are you trying to go, you little one?
So when he says that, I just go like, surrender.
That's a good option.
Yep.
And he lifts you up and throws you towards the Colosseum and flies towards it as well. And then you're seeing what you see right now. C, go ahead and add your token.
Okay. My token's already there.
Your token for Maribel. I'm sorry.
So I'm like, I just like come crashing into the Coliseum like, oh, that was painful.
I can't figure out how to make it large. You might have to do that manually.
It might be on
Yeah,
his
you have
thing.
to. The GM can only change the size of tokens.
There was a guide on how to do it, but
There you go. So I basically go, oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt so much.
Can you put the horse on the bottom?
Right click it, then there should be GM. Right click it. There should be an option for like advanced and send to back.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I land gracefully. Actually, I'm gonna roll my acrobatics to see if I can land gracefully on the ground. Okay.
Shift page down might also work. I don't know. I don't know if that's
Oh,
shortcut.
to the back. There. So now it's backwards.
There we go. So, yeah, that just happened.
Well, friends, I'm sorry you missed my great performance.
Oh no!
But I have a gift for you.
Oh, that's
A trowel. I have a friend of yours who's been anxious to meet you.
I'm pretty sure I don't have any friends here.
Yeah, same.
And I kind of look over. I'm like, yeah.
Wait,
Now,
can I ask a quick
I
question first?
recognize that you are of lower caliber, so I'm gonna remove most of my
That
backup
seems
dancers here.
that seems a little. No,
I mean,
I agree with that.
so that deal you made with Captain Jacob, is he as much of a bitch as I think he is?
Captain Jacob?
Yeah, him.
Oh, you mean the... No. I've instructed him to bring you here because I need your blood to free me.
Ah, okay.
Pretty sure my
But
blood won't help.
it doesn't need to be happening right now. First, let me introduce to the stage today. Derek.
Excuse me.
And a ghost silhouette comes and forms, a low mist forms on the harbor floor and takes shape into your roommate, Derek. Who looks at you guys and says, "What's up, dudes?"
Oh God.
I'm like totally back, and it's radical.
Oh God.
Okay, so
How
I know
was your
where
time
to.
as a figurehead?
Are
I
you ready
need
to
ask.
rumble?
So
What-
now I know where to center the fireball.
Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. We're fighting him.
I want my revenge, dudes. You pretty much basically killed me.
I'll wave to him. Hi, Derek. I never did anything to you.
I don't
I
remember
see you're kind
killing
of
you.
cool, but I'm kind of like vengeful right now. So
We did not
Dude, that's
kill
that's not
you.
chill. That's super not chill.
yeah, I'm into this. I'm into this new thing of where it's like vengeance is like my most important thing.
Dude,
No, I'm not a revenant. He didn't want me to. Yeah, which is
Yeah,
why
he
I
was a
couldn't come
figurehead.
back as a zombie. But let's rumble, and the battle music starts from the Green Emerald screen, and we'll pick this up next week.
God, I just so
We'll just kind of stand there awkwardly for like a week. Captain Jacob comes and like checks in on us. You need food. Got water? Yeah, good. Okay.
no. I was gonna jump the gun and just fire fireball while he was talking.
But that's not nice.
How did my
so he is
bar?
undead.
He is undead, yeah.
That will be it for tonight. That was fun. I didn't expect Derek to be alive. I will be back hopefully Tuesday to play new DLC for Borderlands 2. Get ready for Borderlands 3. And we may do next Saturday for the D&D game. I'll talk to everyone about that. But if you came out, thanks for joining us. I stream sometimes weekly. I try, but if maybe I'll see you next time. Bye.